We move in and out of darkness, defeat our enemies, and fade away without a trace.
Hello and welcome to the fourth and final part of our mysterious mice ninja rat SOVL run. It kind of turned into a bit of a weapon team run, which, thinking about it logically, of course it makes sense, doesn't it? Because if I have to take the smallest possible unit size each time, if any of these are on offer, they come with two, so they're going to beat out everything else except if another monstrosity popped up, which may have been what I was quietly hoping for, but never mind, it's still okay. I guess I'll pick up another unit of Skulkers if we have the option. So for Act 3, they're all elite battles, but if you beat Act 2, you shouldn't have any problem here because these elites are the exact same ones of the previous act. So these are just abilities to gain XP and gold before you get to the real challenge at the final boss. Having a scan at your XP is a good decision at this point because you can gauge how much you need to max out guys. So the ones on, I think we'll do a minimum of, I want to land on this so that campsites before the final boss is pretty much a no-brainer because you want to be max strength. And the odds of one of these random events giving you something better than just healing to full is slim to none. In fact, we've already got the really good ones, Dark Fury and Divine Blessing, so yeah, we absolutely want to come up here. So one of these two, so we get one, well, I don't know, maybe you'll get one from the, if you're lucky and it's a fight, you'll get one there, maybe two. And at the camp you have a choice. You can either, you get a round of healing for free, and you could choose between either a second round of healing or a point of experience. So you can level up guys here if they need 3. The issue is that you usually don't have the ability to, if you get increased unit size on that one, then you can't make use of it because there's no further opportunity to replenish. So it should be okay in the alphas. They have a bunch of levels they can make use of. You can level up anyway, you'll level up anyway, and everyone else will basically level up regardless. So just be careful of the flamers. But otherwise, yeah, I think I'll go this way. Hopefully this is an optional battle, which is amazingly easy because they're like tier 1 oriented in their difficulty, and then a fight, whatever the random event is, and then go to here and go through the final boss. Yeah, it is an optional battle, so some rogue wizards spotted in the area. Great. Optional battles fantastic because they're easier than the elites. They don't give you as much gold, but then you get a magic item for free. So at this stage of the campaign, they're kind of just free and easy for us. So I'll have you kill everything on this side. You two come up here. Take positions back here to shoot things. And you're fast, you can kind of fly over the middle, give or take. That's it. It's a griffin and then 2 blocks of infantry. You see how easy this is? So what are they? They've got 3 wizards. What they do? This is Radiant Shield. This is Shadow Bolt and Hex of Ruin. This is Fireball and Divine Favour. So of those, we probably want to kill our way through that one first. No, we can't shoot all of the Foot Knights dead before they use their spells, so we'll have to deal with it. Let's just kill this one. Can I get close enough to short range, do you think? Oh yeah, easily. 3+. Only 5 wounds on a griffin, this won't take long. Okay, I'm going to have the rat swarm start tanking damage for us here. They're going to come forward. There's no need to put my monstrosity could very, very easily kill this, but I'd rather have it come over here and charge and break those. So let's instead, well, ideally you would shoot across, but no, I'm going to get a line of sight there, is there? Yeah, the one thing about this new vision cone stuff is that I can't really see what's going on. Do you think I have enough movement maybe to be cheeky and fly over there and charge them in the side? Yes, I think I do. So I can see them. Oh no, I need to get further this way. Yeah, I can't get far enough to both catch them and shoot. Ah, well. That's annoying. Need someone else tanking that for me than Skulkers. I can catch you if I just go straight forward. Perfectly average rolling. 2-2-2. Can I now? I'll eventually be able to draw a line of sight that way, one would hope. Can I flank this one instead then? I'm going to assume I can't get quite far enough here. Well, maybe. Yes, I can. Alright, let's flank and kill those once they stop shadow bolting me. Let's try this now. No, I haven't got any vision. I'm just going to run over there to see if I can get it. No, I'll take the shot into the wizard. Ah, no, I'm shy. They're going to be dead anyway, so I may as well just stall with it monstrosity and kill the griffin at range. That's going to throw another fireball, so don't get fireballs, just be back here and ignore it. Uses Radiant Shield, which is a touch annoying, so I'd rather they be dead. I don't think it'll change anything. Oh, and they used Divine Favour as well, so they've increased their skill. Sadly, the unit's still only skill 4 and we're skill 5, so it doesn't actually help them. Here, let's continue the Griffin murder. First rank fire, second rank fire, all hits, takes 4 wounds and dies instantly. In case they hold on, you can recharge them, so everyone else is going to kill these. I can't quite catch you with that one, but okay. They have, what, one more fireball, so, I mean, realistically, they don't achieve anything with it. Unless they get very lucky and do 5 wounds to a rat swarm, they won't do anything. Master Splinter have fun again. All hits, and then they get 6s. Oh, I see positive and negative rerolls. I have to reroll. Oh, if they roll 6s, they have to reroll because I'm poisoned, but they get to keep their rolls because of Divine Favour. Yeah, they're all very, very dead. That's how much damage they took. And 14 wounds. Cool. No, why would you target? That's annoying. That's annoyingly genius from you. Now I have to heal that unit as well instead of taking gold. What a weird aggro path they took there. They swapped to... Almost always the AI targets the closest thing, so I assume they'll just stick with you. But no, they came over here and bombed the perfect target. In an act of petty malice, I'm going to have the rat swarms charge them and kill them. I say that, even with Primal Fury lending me a hand here, this might be a tall order. But it's going to be over regardless, so don't worry about it. See what Primal Fury rat swarms can do. 13 hits. They have a 3-up save because I've increased my power, fortunately. Ah, they will hold. Okay. Could they then win a fight with 2 knights and a wizard? Yes. There's so many wounds worth of rats that eventually nibble them to submission. A whole bunch of levels. That's appreciated. Ugh, my poor flamers. Okay, so let's the long rifles go up. Could have another one. These are not these are mutated. They have a natural size, so I don't really care about that. So it's a question of, do you want more? Gold at this point is irrelevant. You're at the end of the campaign. You get very little for doing that. So a 5th one, or mutate them. And between those, I think the unit size is big. Min-max wise, you should probably just mutate them because that's the best option. But for our purposes, I don't want 2 big unit sizes. It defeats the smallest possible theme, so we'll mutate them again. Putrid Hide. Opponent rerolls hits in close combat. Literally the worst possible outcome. Great. The long rifles, same idea. We're just going to mutate you again. Also, the worst possible outcome. Excellent. We have the most putrid long rifles in the world. These flamers leveled. They've only got 3, but they could... I don't care about those, so again, we'll mutate. Grafted wings, speed on flame. That's very cool because they need to be able to get in and out and hit things. So that's excellent. And then a monstrosity. It's already got its wings, which is good. I could give an extra wound, which would be pretty nice. Or shall I just do the weird and wacky one? This is the more interesting option, so I'll do that. Also, which would be very cool on a melee monster like this, but opponent rerolls hits in close combat. Bad news. That's what Putrid Stench already does. So it doesn't stack. They don't have to double reroll hits, but whatever. Okay, so the swarms can have an extra one. The alphas can go up to full size. Well, they go up to full size at the final heal anyway, but maybe I can take a load of extra gold when I do that elite battle, so let's be stronger here. Maxed, 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 maxed. That's probably fine for you. You still kill everything you touch. And these flamers might as well be full size for damage output. Vitality, +1 defense, +1 wounds. Obviously defensive. For Splinter's purposes though, I'm perfectly happy with that because it massively increases the likelihood of him not being killed in duels, so he can go on to subsequently do more damage. He's got the damage output with all of his attacks and poison and all that jazz, but he just can't. Naturally, infiltrators aren't designed to take a lot of hits, so that's a pretty good outcome for us. Good. Do the elite now. Grave Thorn, so almost all melee. That's pretty easy to deal with. Unsubtle creatures, goatmen. Master Splinter's going to dance around them, no problem. So again, if you want to eat one flank, and then you want to cooperate on the other, you fly over the terrain and start doing things, and you chill back here and blast anything that gets a bit too close. Okay, so a bunch of chariots to deal with. You can kill those for me. I'd like them not to be stuck in cover though, because it gives them extra saves. Do you think I can weed a shot through there and hit that one? Probably. Yes, you can clearly see the line of sight drawing. 3+, all hits, dead instantly. Not the most durable things in the world, chariots. That can be easily flanked and killed if it survives this shot. Not likely, yeah, also instant death. Infantry bricks we're not too concerned with. I'm going to wait to see where the harpies move and this moves. The harpies I want to kill with a monstrosity. I just want to counteract this to the best of my ability, so if I have the flamers start doing their primary job, which is getting rid of infantry blocks. Maybe start moving this way to get in the way of stuff. I'm not desperate, I don't need to engage any of these right this moment. Cleverly stalled with units, that's a good idea on their part, but they'll be forced to start moving now. You rush this way because all of the stuff you're going to be fighting is over here. Good, okay. Doomed unit of harpies. So they'll be... oh, hello. Oh, it's got... so that's the thing. 1,000 mouths is usually a pretty pants spell. It does 3d3 power 2, so it's dismal. But we're only defense 2, so the high number of hits actually does really nasty damage to this unit. Okay, so they'll be flanked and killed there, so you can just stand here and kill them, I guess. Oh yeah, we can see them. We can't be seen by that one, and we can ignore those, so we've got them. And while I'm here, I might as well shuriken. That's knackered, so I'll just help kill this one faster. First things first, intercept there, and then intercept here. You're desperate to be long rifled again. We missed one, and they roll double 6, so you survive. Okay, I'll have to contribute a bit of help. Back away for now. You definitely do this. Well, if it's still there, I could just have you charge and kill it anyway, so it's kind of a redundancy. There's nothing other... there's no more multi-wound things for you to shoot at, so just start... I know, what's the strongest thing they've got? Probably those Ibex warriors on the side. 4+. 4 plus. 3 plus. Cover all their infantry blocks. Just kill these. Focus on one and get rid of it as quickly as possible is the most efficient way to handle it. So they fortunately completely bungled this, because after this is dead, I'll then be able to flank them again. You get far enough with your grafted wings to get over here and shoot that one. Not quite yet, but with all your twisty ability. Yeah, there we go. Uses wild form itself. It's going to be a duel between Splinter and Co. Oh, actually, Splinter's actually disappeared because of his hidden ability. I forgot about that. So he won't pop up until the actual fight starts proper. Yeah, I don't want to fight unnecessarily, so just back off. That works, but it's going to be really grim to escape next turn because of the wood slowing us down. Like that will probably do. And then you. With this much range superiority of the enemy, there's no real need to engage them in melee unless forced. 3s, re-rolling. 8 of 8 hits, and then power 7. 6 wounds. They have 2 each, but it's not going to matter. Because we're double stenched. We're putrid hide and what was the other one called? Putrid stench. The duel, okay, Splinter and Odd Harsh Shadow Claw. We have better skill, so I hit on 3s, and I have Heart Seeker, so I hit on 2s, and I re-roll because of Primal Fury. 6 of 6 hits, and I'm power 6 against defense 5. He takes 4 wounds and dies instantly. Take none back because we re-roll our saves. And the unit does 18 hits, 14 wounds to a 3-wound chariot. Takes 2 back, but we're still at basically our max attacks here because the front rank's alive. Ah, that's unlucky. Because they were that unit phased through them and teleported, they got pushed a touch, which means that they could then see me. So I'm going to flee. I don't want to lose the whole unit. You kill that. And then I'll have you fight and kill that for me. Well, you are dead. Although I'm going to wait, actually. Let's be kind of clever here. It's easier to see. Where these other things go before I start shuffling around without any real thought. So come over here and keep getting in their way. Do I want to side charge these with the rat swarms? Well, I do like 10 hits on average from my 20 attacks, and that'd be power 2. I'd have to Primal Fury myself to have any chance, at which point it would be 4s re-rolling. So 15 hits, they'd have a 3-up save, so they take 5 wounds. They get, if I do just 1 damage here, they do 2 attacks back. Hitting once, they take 4 damage, and then they drop to Discipline Thought. They could, in theory, break them. Yeah, they could do it. I'll go on then. Throw the rats in, see what they can do. All of this is moved now, so we're not that concerned. If you can kill those off, and then you've got some more room to wiggle around, that'd be convenient. 2, 2, 2, 2. I think that leaves the Longhorn alive on a wound, which is a bit of a shame. They continue to run. We rally on our side. It's kind of unfortunate, but I will use your shot to... I can fly, so I can just ignore them and go over. Hey! Although careful, you can't do that, because if they rally, then you're in a terrible position. So we'll completely barbecue the Longhorn and then just come up this way. Okay, these two... I would rather actually target that, but I can't quite make the shot, so we'll just hit the heavy infantry again. There we go, got the one I needed. Reduces their attacks output. And then you... I guess you could in theory start thinking about flanking that unit. Just chill out where you are. 7 of 8, killing instantly. I get to reroll my save, so nothing damaged, and then we're going to take the big fight here. That's it. Charge. Strike from the shadows. Giant Ratkin monstrosity. So this I assume is okay. Let's start barbecuing the brick. They rally. Who can I have? Well, if I have you move out of the way and shoot something, I could probably have the alphas deal with it for me. Or even better, because they're multi-wound targets, they're very effective to get long rifled. And they're all gone. Harpy's usually a bit of a headache, not so when you've got this much high power damage output. Cool, and then how do I deal with you quickly? I could just have you hit them in the back. I think with the sheer amount of attacks you do now, you could probably just break them. Help out the swarms. Vicious swarms here. Six hits, which is actually 2, and then 3 up saves. I take no damage. They just lose terribly. Too many buffs and rerolls, positive and negative on the monster. We get our 17 hits, a bit above average, and they take a horrendous number of wounds. They didn't roll very well. If you use Primal Fury on this unit, it really is combat viable. There's something left? Oh, of course, you. How could I forget? Yeah, just send them in. And just have you kill that one as well. If they break this turn, then we're finished. The Ibex Warrior has rallied. Oh no, whatever will we do? Whoosh, 3. Oh, we're going to do max damage and kill him 10 times over. Kind of rude. No other spells or anything interesting I can use. I'll just skip the rest. Yes, another unit. Both this unit and the swarms there really benefit from Primal Fury, so you have to be strategic when you pick which one you do and do not use it on. I've only got 2 uses, so you're going to have to be stingy in that final battle. Cool. Now remember, there is a campsite immediately after this, so you'll have to take some choices between whether you take healing or experience. Splinter leveled again. Interesting. Right. So the extra attack is obviously just great against all targets. I think I'm past needing the extra wound. Defense 5, 4 wounds is pretty durable, so skill or attacks. I have Heart Seek. I have the +1 to hit roll, so if I encounter anything with equal or better skill, I'm still hitting on 3+. If I make myself skill 5, it means I hit the enemy skill 4 stuff even more effectively, and enemy skill 5 stuff, mainly their lords, can't hit me that well, so I think I'll take the extra skill because that's enough attacks to be lethal at this point. There you go. Master Splinter, of course, would be max skill, wouldn't he? Makes perfect sense. And his friendly skulkers, I guess, just mutate again. I don't want to increasing the unit size would be the absolute best thing to do, but not for us in this run, so just mutate. They also... Oh, that's really good for them. Yeah, good on melee combatants. And the swarms down here. Extra attacks, yep. That's quite a few extra attacks when I have 4 bases. 24 now. Okay, so everyone who's max HP, just take the gold. Now, you just leveled, so when you go to that campsite at the end, even if I took a point of XP, they wouldn't get another level out of it, so it's pointless. So what we should do instead is just take gold now, because we're going to heal twice at the camp and be at full size anyway. 682. Lost Regiment. Right, the way this works, I think you get an extra... If I wait, they turn into undead, which isn't great. I would rather keep the Skulkers as they are with their amazing stat line. So I'm just going to search. That ends up losing a couple guys, but you gain a level. But then I'm going to heal them to full with double heal at the camp anyway. So yeah, just give me a free experience point. Yeah, you lose a couple, you level up immediately. And none of those are particularly useful. I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. I'm gonna stay off the unit size. I'm gonna stay true to form. So yeah, just take replenishment. Why not? Guarantee we get up to the correct amount. 682 still. Here's our buy. Okay, it's got to be the team. Yep, don't particularly want big bricks of conscripts or slingers all of a sudden. So just flamers. It gets a level. Reroll ones on flamers is pretty nice. Makes them a bit more viable. And another level, I didn't get the extra size, which is a shame. I'd like at least 3 for these, but never mind. They're a highly disciplined unit of rats. 352 left over is pretty good. I could buy another unit, or I could just stay down at a nice small size and buy a whole load of armor for everyone, which I think is what's going to wind up happening, I suspect. Yeah, so it's what? 5, 10, 50, 200, 250 gold on armor. 300 for that one. That leaves me with 52. We'll buy cruelty first for Splinter, that's a no-brainer, and then buy a potent mixture for damage output. 252. As I recall, the flamers are the ones that need it more. They start at defense 2, don't they? Yeah. Whereas these are at least defense 3. So let's put armor on all the flamethrower ones. Flamers just helps them be a little bit more durable at being shot to death. Flamers, flamers, flamers. And then we have enough for one of these and command, which you don't need, but I mean I might as well spend on something. So would you like heavy armor on Splinter? What's his defense? He becomes defense 6, and the minus move speed I think is irrelevant because he benefits from the speed of the unit anyway, so yeah, why not? We'll give him heavy armor. And make him command. Yeah, command authority for our Master Rat. Heal to full and level up everyone. They instantly go up to full even before the second heal happens because they get 9 to 10 now. Okay. XP, 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 XP. Yeah, there's not much else to do. Okay, so the flamers didn't get reroll ones, which is a shame. That's what I was kind of hoping for, so we'll just mutate again. Unnatural size. A bit of move speed down for being more durable. Again, it helps with being shot. It makes kiting a little bit more difficult, but I think it's okay. And the alphas here get extra skill. Fine, that's good for them. Or do we just go for the weird and wonderful mutation? I'll have a bit of fun. Let's me start mutating. I promised I'd do a lot of mutating at the end, so let's see it. Necrotic Infusion. They are +1. They're now defense 6, which is pretty amazing. They suffer -1 move, but they no longer care about the whole morale thing because they're now undead rats. Yeah, they're reanimated, so they'll never run away. So just a durability increase in exchange for being slower. I think that's okay. Perfect. Continue. And there's our final army. So nothing too big in terms of ridiculous rat blocks. We kept it to relatively small sizes, but with a whole lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 7, 3, 6, 10, 14, 16 weapon teams. Okay, so it's massively turned into a weapon team run. Splinter with the many upgrades. He kept the elite theme intact, didn't he? Look at all the ridiculous upgrade spam we put on him. Swarms, which only count as 4. Ignore all the individual ones. Minimum unit size are at alphas, and then a single entity there. Excellent. Okay, let's see what we can do against the Act 3 final boss. World's Hope. So what I'm obviously scared of here, what I've been scared of all campaign, is things shooting at me. There's going to be some rather elite, annoying ranger units at the back that I don't have an immediate great solution to. I'm pretty sure you can take this flank and just kill everything. You can just take a flank and kill basically everything. So what I'm going to do, you're defense 6 and you have 20 wounds, so I'm going to use you effectively as shot fodder just to protect all of these guys while they lay into the further away targets. It's going to be hard for the flames to participate though, I'm afraid, because they're going to be struggling to really get a whole lot done where they're hiding behind their allies. You may end up getting targeted and shot by something, so I'll just hide you back there. Something will come up and fight you, and then you can just win. Nice and safe. You stay behind, so they're the target. I don't think anything will target you, and surely you're not the closest either. Yep, give that a go. Right. There's a cannon we have to immediately deal with. Dwarf rangers there. Oh my god, look, it's a horrendous amount of range stuff. This is going to be very painful. What's the priority? I can't really immediately do anything about... You're going to fight a big block of knights here and just win, so that's a piece of cake. Don't worry about the infantry blocks. It's this line here. This one, this one, this one, this one that scare me. So 18 crossbows, whole load of ranger shots, whole load of handgunners. Unfortunately, those crossbows are probably going to target you, and that's going to really hurt. Ouch. Shame I couldn't get like Banner of Mist or something on the infiltrators. Can't escape them, so I'm just going to have to suck it up. So do you want to start killing this before it can really hurt us? Cannons are annoying to shoot at because they have inherent -1 to hit, but yeah, this happens. You roll 4s, that would have all been hits and we do nothing. Oh, come on, not 8 dice and not a single 5+. That's not mathematical at all. We immediately take horrendous casualties to the ranger unit. I saw that. That's what was going to happen. I couldn't stop it. You're getting cannoned, but we can roll saves as well, at least. But I now have to go. Well, if you just want to come up here, start getting in their way. That leaves you an avenue to rush forward, and can't actually roast them this turn, I don't think. Or maybe. Hey, I can. Or would I rather hit? Probably the foreman and the veterans. They're even more of a pain in the neck to deal with in combat than the deep guard. Yeah, you're going to get dual. You have a big fight here. They're only power 5 even with the charge. So I think you just win is the general solution. Triads, we don't care. Can you rush up here and flank the rangers? No. Necrotic Infusing is probably slowing us down enough that I can't make it. It cost me 1 point of movement in movement speed, and it cost me 1 point of movement in the range of the cone. So yeah, it's completely scuppered my chances of actually reaching the desired target. Damn it. Slow undead. Where are you going? I don't care. You have the same objective. Kind of. Well, I guess I could kill the handgunners instead if I was a bit more precise. Start reducing the amount of input coming towards me. Oh, they have the Banner of Mist, so they're also hard to shoot. Fine, they're not... Do they all have Banners of Mist? Banners of Swiftness, Banners of Mist, so you can't really outrange their range options. You'd have to get onto them in melee. It's the dragon. I can't ignore it. It's too fast, so I'm just going to have to take it head on. Yeah, between Splinter and the unit and using Primal Fury myself, I can just instant kill it. I might have to take a couple of wounds off of it or reduce the number of rangers. I think this is dead regardless, so I'm just going to start reducing rangers. Not a lot of subtlety here when it comes to combats on the flanks. I'm just going to trust my strong units to win the sides. This will result in you getting shot a lot, but I couldn't stop it. I could try and counteract that by firing with these first and doing a bit of damage. And I'm hopeful to kill that blasted cannon at some point. Hey, finally start rolling 5s. Okay, that's 2 of 5 wounds. Again, can you... No, I can't actually angle a shot through this, so I'll probably have to move someone else first. Oh, if I just twist a bit. I think if I just wiggle around a bit, it'll eventually give it to me. It was easier to see this if this worked when we had the old vision start. No? Okay, what if I came further this way then? It looks like it's in him, but apparently not. There we go. 1 more, 2 more, that's good. Hey, got it. No more cannon fire. They've forfeited their shooting, I appreciate it. You've moved into ideal flamethrower range. It's going to suck when they inevitably come over and start firing away. Again, they've made terrible decisions though. Usually these big infantry blocks in the centre are a nightmare, but not particularly when you have this many flamethrowers. You do this now. While you have actually some DPS left to fight with. If I kill this, I'll probably recharge those immediately. My remaining units, another flamethrower here. I can't reach the desired target, so we'll just start working these down. Imagine if I had reroll 1s on any of the bigger units. I think we were a touch unlucky not to see it come up earlier. Can I? I'd love to ignore you and just start fighting their backline, but I don't think I can get by. I can come this way. swarm. Yes, perfect target for me. One that has all the wounds. Congratulations, you got and swarm. What's my movement like? Do you think I could rush up here and try and catch him in combat? No, because sadly you're definitely going to get seen by other units before you can do it. There are too many things just getting in the way. I'm still happy for you to stand there because it's just a great obstruction of everything, as you should be. Wild form. Okay, sure. Here we go. Positive, negative rerolls from, but oh, does that maybe because I have a double stack on my? No, it doesn't. I thought maybe because I have 2 negative rerolls, it overpowers their 1 negative. Alas, no. They just cancel out and it turns into a regular roll. I take 2 wounds, which is actually it is 2 wounds. Shame. And then mine, I get 7 hits, dealing nice damage. Yeah, they're gone. No, they're still 8 because they did. Why do they have such good morale? I don't know. Splinter instant kills their lord, takes no damage back. The unit kills the dragon, who does a single one back. Yeah, okay, now we'll get onto the rangers. I think we made it through with just enough to be able to still be viable and kill everything. I could recharge those, but I'd rather you be out in the field because it means that everything's going to shoot at you and not my precious backline. Again, do you want to use this here? Yes, I think so. I want this unit completely wiped quickly. Right, continue the Dwarf Veteran Annihilation. Oh, they're all gone. It's just the foreman now. Stay well away from those horrid archers at the back. You want some? What are you? You're going to shoot at the giants because they're double wounds. You benefit. I guess I can't. Well, no, I'll have you kill this one and then you can devote yourself to the triad. 4 wounds worth. Okay, if this positions badly, I might be able to slip the. I was going to slip the alphas by, but I didn't even bother. You're just going to hit them anyway. Okay, and then you will shoot that after it moves. I need to see where it winds up first, so just cook a foreman. Back away from some stuff. Where are you going? I have no idea. Well, they've just allowed the rat swarms to get onto the rangers. I'll probably lose at least 1 more from the volley. I'm hoping to have 2 left and then I can kill them. If there's only 1 left, I might even get a flank charge. So let's wait a bit. That hasn't moved yet. I can't ignore it. Neither has that, sadly. Okay, I'm going to do this first then. Just run up here and be a real headache. Hell, you can even recharge those if you're feeling peppy. Now they've moved. Okay. Somewhat slower than usual. Alphas are eventually going to navigate their way around here. Yeah, their reroll hits because they do so many hits. I take 10 wounds. Ouch. Still intact, so now I can charge them and stop them from shooting me. That hasn't moved, so I think sadly it's going to catch at least one of these 2. In that case, I'm actually going to devote your damage output to the trees. I'm going to have to flee with at least one of these. It's going to move too fast to escape. Yeah. Unless I get really lucky and get an amazing shot here. Okay, we did everything we could. Ah, we're a wound shy. You can only target one of them. We can just run someone away. Right, I didn't use Primal Fury here, but they don't benefit from their charge anymore. So I shouldn't really take a lot of damage. Yeah, they'll struggle to hit me, and then I get a 2-up rerollable save. I'll just win by attrition. Or immediately. Yeah, that's what I meant by attrition. Over here, let's kill them all off. Splinter hits every time. Gets 5 of them. The unit, yeah, then decimates them. There's an ranger left. It's a unit of handgunners there with your name on it. You could charge that and then just continue the murder. And you stop them from shooting for 1 turn. You'll die, but it's worth it. You flee, because I want it out in the open to be shot and killed. Really much point doing anything else. And we even stay on the field, that's convenient. Because of how large my charge radius with the flying unit is, I might be able to rush over here and kill all of their ranged units in sequence. you while I have the chance. There we go. We're still after these. Oh, I think my position. I think they may have allowed me to flank them this time. Yes, I've got there. Back a touch makes it easier. Let's kick. The one ranger rallies, of course he does. Masterwork armor or no, the Deep Guard aren't going to survive this much flame. They are dragging out a bit. And even this one rallied. This is going rather well. There we go. Can't help you with Primary Fury this time, but I think you can do okay, especially when you force them to reroll every time. And I can reach the ranges instantly, very good. Character fights backwards, but doesn't really change the outcome. Again, you can hold, but eventually you'll run out of knights to chew on. The swarms, with no help whatsoever, die. Shocking, I know. They did what they were supposed to. I can wipe them out in exchange. Get rid of these. Somehow I don't think I'm charging in weapon teams anywhere. Now of all of these, I would actually rather you come up here and kill these ones. Oh, the Banner of Mist is going to mean this is going to take forever, but it's worth it. If you want to shoot and kill, probably those are more... One shot from the ranger. Stop rolling fours. It's undignified. That's more like it. Doesn't that feel better? Bask in the warming glow. And that ranger squad is not interested in participating. Nearly through there as well. No point in using that. There's no multi-wound stuff left apart from the dryads. I suppose these count, but don't think you'll need too much help on this flank. Ah, he failed a roll this time. So we actually lost. Well, we got really lucky there. There was good odds of us running away because we flopped a roll. Splinter kills 4. The unit, yeah, basically wipes them. We may be small in number, but we are very potent. All worked out in the end. Good damage to these for not much back. But they are fearless, discipline 10. Oh, they changed that. Dryads used to not be fearless. That's good to know. They used to always run away. This is just going to get shot to death, so if you just charge that and kill that, and then charge that and kill that, that's fine. Or I could have you fight the foot knights and ignore the 2 rangers. Yeah, that seems sensible. Here, because they're fearless, I had a cunning plan where I was going to shove the flamers into their back, so if they broke morale, they would break and die. But with discipline 10 fearless, that's just not going to happen, so I just have to ignore it. In fact, the alphas might slowly but surely lose this battle now. The interesting changes of the new version we're playing. It was a bit weird that dryads weren't originally fearless. The treants were, and all the other kind of demons and forests, the spirit units, air quotes, all were, but not them. It's a bit of an outlier. Oi, don't you shoot my flamers. Okay, you will pay for this. Hope it was worth it. Ah, they locked onto you. I was hoping they'd go for someone else. Fine. We'll just kill you with all the amazing range units we have. Oh, brutal. And then just get out of the way so the other one can have an easier time of reaching. Handgunners rally for the moment. Can't get there yet. No, I didn't think so. They also rally. Wouldn't mind if I de-rallied you, would you? Who's oh, your left? Yeah. I can probably get around them. I can't then turn and hit them, which is a bit of a shame. Well, I'm very quick, maybe. I'm not visible and I can catch them. Yeah, why not? Obviously, we could just stand here and shoot them to death, but I want to throw Master Splinter into the thick of it. 1 wound. No damage. It's a draw. Oh, this is why I'm losing, because they have the war banner keeps saving them. Oh no, we are doing fine. I mean, we are defense 6 to be fair. They're a very elite unit of Rat Alphas. 6 defense, 6 attacks, 4 wounds each. Do you want to charge the handgunners with my flamers? What's our relative stats? They've got 1 attack into the side, 333. I've got 1 attack, so I've got 3 attacks, 333. So I have a slight edge, and then discipline's kind of terrible around. It's, I mean, yeah, why not? Sod it, it's hilarious. Show 'em who's boss, flamers. And there's nothing for us for you to shoot at, so you might as well just start picking away at the cannon. It's dead. Not really. Yeah, let's do this now. Hey! Double wounds on single entity. What wound units. Amazing. Here we go again. They reroll their hits. Just the commander gets nothing. I get my usual wounds. Oh, I do better this time and do 3. So it's just you alone, isn't it? Alphas, again, they probably win this. Ooh, but I am slowly taking wounds. They'll start losing their primary damage output from the front rank though, so I think I've got them. Splinter does great, and the unit picks up the rest for nothing in return. Splinter and his 4 friends. Shame they aren't turtles, but you'd get the gist. 1 by 1, they hold, so we're in for a mighty duel here now. It's already over, there you go. I think we'd be fine everywhere. Splinter and 4. Oh, isn't that fitting in the end? Exterminator and Executioner complete the campaign with the Ratkin Alpha and on the highest difficulty. It happens when you do the first playthrough is immediately go to max, you get both at the same time. Excellent. Okay, not many models lost. It'll be mostly off the Skulkers taking a bunch of damage. How do we do? Probably pretty amazing on these Berserker-esque units with rerolling attacks and, well, not naturally, but from Frenzy and high numbers and things do pretty well. So 222. The original weapon team did pretty well, as did the Flamers. Yet they all did fine. 148 on the monsters, also good. But yeah, MVP is the ninjas, which is fitting to theme. Decent on the Infiltrator. So again, like most lords, the 60-70 mark is about where they get to. That's perfectly respectable. They become super potent at the end of the campaign and are just kind of there to contribute a bit at the start. Learning Primal Fury and encouraging his allies to fight to the best of their ability was actually his primary contribution. Master Splinter is a teacher after all, isn't he? There you go, we pulled it off, and I kind of just show off the little reward. You can immediately see that's what I think we saw in the campaign, but our extra Infiltrator thing. Right, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, please do like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. I do appreciate it. If you have any notes on what you'd like to see next, there are a couple new lords. I'll probably play through those quickly just to kind of see what they do. It's always good to play with new toys, or if there's anything in particular you'd like to see, please do let me know. I do take the time to stop and read all the comments, so thank you very much for all the pleasant things you said and all the feedback there. I do really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.